Well, that puts a big damper on things. I apologize hugely, guys. Apparently, the stream button was unclicked somewhere. And I don't even know if it's been streaming this whole time. Well, welcome to the match, everyone. Continuing on my streak here of really bad starts. This is probably the worst one I've had yet. This is Winky Face versus Calculated Throw. I'm going to quickly pop up the overview so we can see how we got here. Calculated Throw had map pick because first pick went to Winky Face. They went to Volskaya for the map pick, and the bans are as such. Alterac and Infernal for Winky Face, and BOE and Dragonshire for Calculated Throw. So just realizing that I'm getting into the game now. We completely missed the draft, so I guess I better inform us all, everyone, how this all went down. Again, I apologize. Really dropped the ball this morning or this evening. We had a really interesting draft with a lot of great statistics, but the lowdown TLDR, what we've got here on the side of Winky Face is Junkrat being played by Brickhouse, very signature hero of his. Mike Lynn on the Maiev. We have Genzers on the Garage, Zhao on the Ana, and Full Mango playing Rexar. And on the other side of the map, we have Sylvanas, which is a very strong pick on this map, being played by Scooty Puff Jr. We have Scooterman playing Johanna, Danilor on Stukov, Grevin playing Phoenix, and Monoderp on the Orphea. The little TLDR lowdown that I had for this map for everybody. Yeah, no, I started everything on time. I just didn't hit the start stream button. One of those little tiny oversights. It was genius. My favorite play of the day, that's for sure. I can't believe that was the case. Oh, man, I was talking so much. Excitement, everything. My cam's working. Anyways, to give you guys a little bit of a heads up of kind of what has been going on here, I chose not to host, as I think that was part of the reason why I had some major lag issues and stream stability issues the other day on Monday. So to avoid those problems today, I'm not hosting. And keep in mind, I've informed both teams that I could have stream issues, and that if that is the case, I will get to the replay review of the match either tonight or tomorrow. But hopefully, it should all just look pretty quick. I'm monitoring my my stream, so if you see the camera not following every movement perfectly, most likely I'm just checking to see, just monitoring my stuff to make sure that it's all running as smoothly as can be. If it does start to lag huge, there's really nothing I can do about it. It's just, it seems like it's just this time of night gets a little bit busy, and I think all the cables and stuff like that that run to this area to kind of keep things moving are not working very well, and that might be limiting how much bandwidth I tend to have. Anyways, back to the game. Sorry about that. I said all of this before the match started, and I didn't want to get on a huge rant, but I wanted to make sure everybody was aware of the situation. I'll pop up talents for everybody so you can take a quick look to see what is going on there. And we see a slight macro lead, almost a level, actually. No kills have happened, but just the rotations and the invades on the two camps there were enough to really put Winky Face far ahead. It's a full level advantage with that third camp pickup. Should be canceled out by grabbing this camp, but if they're losing waves in the mid lane, that's definitely not going to help in there. It's not going to stack up in their favor. And this is good macro, and this is what you'll see solid teams pulling off on a regular basis. And this is what makes Winky Face such a scary team. Even going up against a couple powerhouse teams that we have in C West, we saw that a few people were saying that it doesn't really matter who gets to the end on the east side because the west is most likely going to win. And I say, watch Winky Face play when they're on top. These guys are playing at a much higher level than your general C teams. But we see Genzor is getting pressured really hard here, but it's a level experience difference. Genzor's not dying there is actually a huge thing. And they have a 65% advantage on the channel. They're sitting pretty. There's not a bad spot here. I'm also going to point out to everyone that this is post-patch, if you don't already know this, which you absolutely should. And post-patch protectors, the siege damage is significant. So first one, it gets about the same that the previous version was getting, but it more reliably gets two front walls if you play it right. And look at this invade. Winky Face making it right over here to this camp. They still get the channel, and they're also going to grab this turret, but the invade comes in from too calculated to throw. And Orphea actually makes things happen here. Genzors goes down. Stukov taking a lot of damage has to step out, and these double... There are two turrets sitting right here shooting at Scooterman, but it's actually going to be Michaelin, and it's going to be Zhao. Oh, Michaelin is still alive, but no, he's not. He's going to die here now. And Brickhouse is in big trouble. There's no way he lives through this. Yeah, he's a dead boy. Oh my god, he lives with 20 health. I don't even know how that's possible. Holy shit. 39 health gets into the Protector. Now, they only have 16 seconds left on the Protector. So this isn't going to get anything. That's flat out just going to be Garbo. Yeah, my milliseconds are stabilized. I'm super happy this cast is going well. So I was praising the macro decisions and play of Winky Face all the way up till that invade. That invade cost them dearly. Instead of just grabbing the objective, which they full had, they even got it before they rotated into the camp invade, and using that to siege down and continue that huge level experience or difference that they had maintained up until that point. They instead went in and threw 3 deaths onto this part of the map and got nothing, absolutely nothing out of the Protector. So this is the thing. I said this before the start of the stream, and I'll repeat it again because you probably didn't hear it. Calculated Throw is one of my picks as the best 8th seed you could have in the C division, both sides. And probably most other divisions too as well. We'll see what A and Heroic looks like, but for the most part, this level 8, this 8th level team has the skill to beat a team like Winky Face. And if Winky Face makes too many mistakes, Calculated Throw is a team that will capitalize on those mistakes, and they will punish them for it. I'm going to pop up the talents again so we can all take a look, but a big engagement coming in here, and looking like we're going to get some kills. Danalor barely surviving after the Warden's Cage, and Michaelin getting back in there, and right after all of that praise to Calculated Throw, they get a huge fight over this objective, this healing camp, which was taken by Winky Face, and Michaelin just destroyed everyone on that engagement. That was just sick. I wish I could replay that. Man, if I had the technology for replays, like instant replays, oh man. But someone clipped that engagement. It was sick. That was textbook. What you want to do with a comp like this. You want to catch a scaling comp like this in a corridor. You want to put all that pressure in, and you just want to destroy them. But they did, again, going for this aggressive side camp might cost them a bit. Michaelin manages to tap himself out there, no problem. And they're going to lose it anyways, which is kind of like one of those things. You're going for the shot. If you can get it, great. If not, back off. There wasn't really anything else to do on the map except soak, and they're already heading that direction. So it's not exactly the end of the world, right? I wasn't tracking my stuff. I was just having a sip. It looks like stream quality is maintaining good. Oh man, this has been great. So Winky Face has a clear advantage coming into the next objective. They are level and a bit ahead. And that's going to hit them 13 talent tier, and that at basically the best possible time. Now, they're not in position here. They don't have a superior foothold in this spot. But they did delay out the siege camp, so that'll be easy clear for it, and now it's going to continue pushing in here. The engagement, though, coming through from Calculated Throw, they're not allowing Winky Face to find that setup, although Mona Derp could be in a bit of trouble there. The pressure coming in for Full Mango, and that Rexar pick is so strong. Like Logical Decision is definitely a team that enjoys running Rexar, and so I respect the pick whenever I see it, especially if it's played well. And Full Mango is one of those players that actually plays Rexar like fantastic. Like all season he's played this hero, and it's just been a dominant force. I like Calculated Throw's defense there. They didn't lose anyone. They made it very difficult for Winky Face to get onto the point. And by making it difficult, they might have bought them just enough time to come in here with a attack. But I don't know. It's one of those things. They probably could have stalled with less and got more experience in the off lanes. Good engagement, though. Forces them completely out. That's a fantastic play. They want to step. They just need to stall this out. They don't even need to stay here. I would back off. Back off for 13s. Make them pay for coming in here. But Genzor's is so low. Sylvanas getting a ton of work done there. Does get the kill, but Michaelin finds the engagement he wants. And that's going to be 3 kills. And that's the problem with engaging into level 13s without them. I mean, they put a lot of pressure in there. Even just stalling that out long enough to hit that 13 tower power spike would have been enough. But unfortunately, they got greedy for the Garrosh kill. And that kill actually cost them in a lot of ways. Most namely in 2 kills. 3 kills. No, Phoenix died too. And Orphea. It was 4 kills. Yeah, it was only Stuka that was still alive. That's right. Level 13 talent tier come in. I respect a bit of the damage here coming from Dagger build. It still hasn't quite matched up what you'd be sitting at if you go Banshee Queen, but still good. You know, trying to sit an auto attack into Maiev can sometimes be risky. Well, Protector's going to do the work, and this is what I was talking about with that Protector. It's a powerful tool now. It does so much more siege damage than it did before. All just because a bit of tuning on the damage to structures and minions and stuff, and health buffs. And it was really the health buffs that make it get more accomplished. And Calculated Throw definitely in a dire spot. That's going to be Warden's Cage. It's going to trap 4 in there. We're going to see the Crushing Jaws coming out to try to break up the engagement a bit, but it is going to be Johanna that dies. Boris came out to see if they could slow this down a little bit further, and it might have been enough, actually. He does grab a hold of both Danelor and Mona Derp. Mona Derp able to kind of kite around a little bit to stay alive, but Danelor not unable to, and he goes down. Winky Face in a commanding lead here against Calculated Throw. Yeah, folks, not sure what to tell you. 17-14. Bottom keep being pressured up. They're not even bothering to split because they're already 3 levels ahead. So, Calculated Throw, it's one of those moments where your only bet to come back into this game is winning bot. And I hate betting the game on bot fights. The bottom half of the map sucks ass. And it's just a complete pain in the butt to fight down here if you don't have rotational priority, if you don't have advantages and items, and if you don't have the experience, the talent parity and level parity. We're gonna get 16. The good thing about this map is they should be able to get 16 or get really close to 16 by the time the objective spawns. That's the one saving grace they really have. They just have to avoid fighting up to that point. They have to give up the rest of the map, and that's the thing. We have 3 turrets, 3 tailors, and a healing camp. Thank you for the cheer. I appreciate it. 100%. Hannibal, my man. Thank you for coming in and popping in the cheers. Hoping Calculated Throw can find the window to turn this around. Make this a interesting game again. Right now, it's just floating around for wave clear. You finally have talent parity. But I mean, the macro is really hard to get a hold of in this game against a Maiev and a Junkrat. We can already see that, and a Rexar for that matter. All 3 of those heroes are incredibly good at what they do when it comes to macro. Meanwhile, they're also good in team fights. But Michaelin leading the damage on that side of the map there, 33,000, and actually in the game with 33,000. Not something you often say about Maiev. So no one wanting to commit to this. The 3-level lead is still very much established, and Junkrat's going to be completely content with double soaking lanes until the fight starts. And I feel like Calculated Throw needs to make their move now. Giving away any percentage here is a problem, because this stalls out their own capture capability, and that means level 20 is much more likely. So the bear's going to get pressured. It's going to finally get pushed off. But now they have positional advantage. They have item advantage. And with that stall out, they don't even have to fight. They can literally take this camp, soak this mid wave with the Junkrat, and that's it. That's level 20s. And now Calculated Throw has to fight on the bottom fucking half of the map without 20s. We've got Titanic Might, Cannonball, Nano Infusion, Frenzy of Kelimdor, and the Shadow Orb. Scary. And yeah, they basically can't fight them, so they back out, but they can't soak 3 levels, so it's either you take that fight down there or you take it against a protector under your keep. And if you die here, that's the end of the game. They'll end with the protector. So they're stepping up, and they know they're split. This would be the best time to engage. You're not going to get a 20-20 fight. It's not going to happen. But unfortunately, they weren't in position to finally engage. They weren't willing to rip the Blessed Shield while they had the split Junkrat. And that, I think, is going to cost them. CT has to make a miracle defense happen here on the bottom half of the map. 17-20. Let's see what they can get done. And there's still all of these items. First turret going down. Another turret and healing in pocket. And they have another turret inside the protector. Protector taking some good damage, though, so the defense might actually be successful here. They do manage to drop the fort, but we know Winky Face is going to be going for the kill, and I think they actually saved Scooterman there. He might have been in bigger trouble, but Danalor is much worse off. Michaelin finding the pull-in into the Warden's cage, and that's going to get the kill, and that's going to be kill number 2 onto Scooterman. Michaelin able to drop the turret now. Sylvanas having to run away, and he just gets pulled in. Really tough fight there. Michaelin just popping off on that Maiev, making the game look easy. And that is going to be game number 1, I believe, here. Going to Winky Face in dominant fashion, 15-3. GG. Well, no upsets happening here, 1v8. Meaning first seed versus 8th seed. But, still plenty of match to play. There's still one more game at the very least. And if we can see If we can see calculated throw, pull it together, we might even get a 3-game series here. Gonna highlight the macro, very well handled by Brickhouse. Again, Junkrat is a signature hero of his. He does play it fantastically. Rexar, and this is the thing, people are like, oh, team fight. Rexar's team fight is incredible. It is so good. And he did so much damage with that Rexar. Full Mango is a beast on this hero. But the MVP of the match is Michaelin Alamayev. He made it happen. He found the engagements. He gave that a feeling of oppression that Maiev is so very good at doing. And we'll see if it makes it through the draft in game number 2. I have a feeling it may not. All right. Just waiting to see game number 2 pop up. I am on the wrong scene. There we go. Hey, Mbot, you are a monster. Thank you for the Twitch Prime sub. Very much appreciated. Thank you. Can't wait to get into game number 2. I'm pretty excited. That was a great showing from Winky Face game number 1. See what we get in game number 2. I have to wait for them to communicate because it's really not up to me on that stuff, and then we'll figure out who did what, when, where, why, and how in a moment. So yeah, apparently I am now dubbed by Trump the Boracle. My predictions were long-winded and put Dankstrom to sleep, apparently, even though I had some spicy ones. But it's probably because one of my spicy picks was against his team in Murky Hit Squad taking out Trump. It's a long shot, I'm aware. But I think I gave my reasoning as well. Sorry, guys, just have to response. Waiting, waiting, waiting. We are here all waiting. Waiting, 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 ride. Alrighty, looks like we're finally getting into the game. Looks like Tomb of the Spider Queen, but I'm not going to put it up until I figure out who picked what. Mono Derp, just getting used to, I think, setting up these matches. Okay, looks like it was map picked by Winky Face. So I will update that, pop the team over. Alrighty, I'm ready to go. Let's see if they are. Oh, actually, I better pop this up on the screen. Otherwise, then I'm terrible. Which I think everyone already knew. So yeah, Winky Face picks us to Tomb of the Spider Queen. That is where we're going to be going, and that is what we're going to be doing. CT is ready. All right, we're right into it. Excited! Tomb of the Spider Queen. Tomb of the Spider Queen. Shush. Okay, tasks that are being banned out again. And Phoenix is going to be the pickup here or the ban by Winky Face. Excited. On the excited train. Kira banned out from the first pick. And it's going to be Grevin on the Rexar, trying to remove that from full mango. I don't think that that's a wrong choice. But that does leave the Zeratul available, and it was kind of a catch-22. You either first pick the Zeratul Kira, ban both, or give one of them over to Michelin, and that is what's going to happen here. Gonna see the Zeratul pop in, and Gensors is going to pop in on the Arthas. Interesting pickup. Arthas has not been the absolute best hero in the league, that's for certain. Zeratul is definitely being not picked nearly as frequently as it probably should have with the 73% win rate. Holy crap. Scooter Mash going to go in for the Garrosh. Not bad into Arthas, but Arthas has some good things into Garrosh too. That's not exactly a one-for-one matchup there. And Jaina from Monoderp. A little bit more standard of mage. Stukov removed from... I guess it was enough of a problem that Winky Face decided to not let it through. But still powerful picks left over, like Anduin. And that's going to be another Brickhouse Junkrat with the full Mango Chen, and that is the other problem there. Something we as well like to pull out. Chen is very strong. He's basically the other Rexar right now in the meta. Anduin did get banned out, so they banned out their own healer pick as they were expecting the healer pick to come out from Winky Face. Winky Face instead transitioned to the Chen Junkrat after the Anduin was banned, which makes sense. So Whitemane is going to come out. So that's the trade out. Last time they had Stukov, and it was Whitemane that was banned. This time it's the opposite. So we'll see if Whitemane deserved the original ban, or if Stukov was the right call here. See. And it is going to be Rhaegar. Rhaegar, underrated, I think, in the league. Apparently, according to Ziltoid, is the highest win rate healer. And he is sitting at a pretty good win rate. So, like, that's not... It's probably not a fluke. Rhaegar kind of back in the meta as one of them top healers. Took a little while, I think, everybody to catch on to why he's so good. And it really comes down to this. Rhaegar is fantastic at doing things. He doesn't just heal bot. He's good at chasing kills. He's good at disengaging. He's good at clearing camps. He's good at clearing waves. He's good at all of these things. He can just do the things while still maintaining a decent heal throughput, especially as he gets later into the game. So, but that's enough of that. Let's update this and get into the game. Excitement. Alrighty, here we are, game number 2 between Winky Face and Calculated Throw. We have Winky Face on the blue side, Michaelin on the Zeratul, Genzer's playing Arthas, Brickhouse on the Junkrat, Full Mango on Chen, and Zhao playing Rhaegar. On the red side, we're looking for the equalizer, looking to stay alive here in the postseason. We have Calculated Throw, Monoderp on the Jaina, Danilor playing Whitemane, Scooty Puff Jr. on the Tychus, Scooterman playing Garrosh, and Grevant playing the Rexar. Alrighty then. Opening handshake. Nothing exciting really happens here. It's going to be Q build Zeratul. Not a surprise. You know, the main reason that I've pulled off of playing Zeratul didn't even have anything to do with his changes. It had more to do with value early versus late. And having a hero that really kind of falls behind in the team fights early can be problematic. Although he does macro extremely well. And can still get good value. So Zeratul looking to macro, and that's exactly what he's doing, and I like that play. Genzer's, though, getting pressured hard. It's going to be a difficult thing to stay alive as Arthas into a Jaina Tychus. You just really can't stand on that front line. Like, you're just going to get ripped apart. Zeratul looking to see if he can put some pressure on Grevin, but again, early he's not going to put enough pressure to really be a major threat. 4 talents already picked up by Winky Face, doing a good job just staying ahead in that macro. Regardless of the pressure being applied to Earthers earlier, the lane rotations have been that much better from Winky Face, and they are still eking ahead those small advantages in experience. There wasn't even any towers down here, just able to force clear. And these rotations from calculated throw just have not been clean. Rexar did go down in the bot lane, and that's going to cost them not only gems, but also going to cost them some experience in the bot lane as well. We might get a rotation coming out, but it might feel risky with the Rhaegar sitting in the way. Same thing with the Zeratul sharking around in the Chen in the bottom lane. So, I mean, that's a full wave that they're going to flat out miss, and I don't think there's anything they can do about it. Though they didn't really try. They had a time window. Seven's just about underway. Gonna pop up the talent screen for that. But it's mostly just Winky Face macroing. They have a late game comp. It's a Junkrat and Zeratul. Not much else to say. Late game team fights are going to come down to basically VP goes up, Riptire plus Panda Pals will go down, and then the VP will come down and they'll jump onto squishy targets. Most likely Whitemane, Jaina, or really anyone on that backline is very vulnerable. Tychus even, although great rotation, going to find full Mango. And that's actually a really big pickup. They managed to actually take out a good chunk of gems, but the return kill comes back against the Myclin finding it. And that is a dead Rexar. Well done. So 2-1 in kills. It was a good response to Chen in the bottom lane, but it definitely did cost almost an equal amount just to get it, and that's unfortunate. And no one's been able to get a turn in yet long enough that they can actually get this bottom camp again. Zhao realizing, well, I've been standing here for a while. I could probably turn these 6 in. Or, you know, Myclin with the 20, but he doesn't care. He's just going to go for the camp. $10 for turn-in. Camps pick up on both sides. Bottom camp is getting value. It did clear up that bottom tower. And Chen should be able to push up onto the Rexar a little bit here, especially once the towers go down. They're definitely going to have a bit of an advantage. VP coming out. 10s are here. And no 10s for calculated throw. And that's going to be a route into a Riptire, into a Q dive from Zeratul. Very good engagement there. And kind of what I was saying, it's just going to be Void Prison into Root into Riptire. On and on and on. Good coordination, though, to land the Root immediately after the VP goes down. So, first Web Weavers, 8 minutes into the game. So, they're going to be more, powerful than most early game Web Weavers tend to be. Solid macro play from Rinky Face. They really are getting ahead by playing that style. But Brickhouse might be caught here on a rotation. I don't think he can get out. The taunt comes through. That's a kill. And what looked like a done deal here for Winky Face on this turn-in kind of turned a little bad for them. Panda Pal's being popped, so Full Mango doesn't just flat die here. But he's still taking a ton of damage, and that Ring of Frost might be what they need to pick him off completely. Just a tiny Panda Pal left over. But he's still going to survive, and here's the problem. The other lanes have not been dealt with. Mid fort's gone. Top fort's gone. Again, these are not the normal Web Weavers that you usually have first round. These are 9-minute Web Weavers. They do a lot more. Often we have almost 2 runs of Web Weavers before we even hit this point in the game. There's totally game sound. Well, add to the problems then. I don't know. I just tried to fix it and it's not working, so. Oh, and I'm missing a top fight. Anyways, here comes the pressure and coming out from Winky Face. The turn-in did finally come through. Now, we see a good pickoff from Michaelin, but the counter kill is going to come out, and that's going to be a good portion of gems actually lost. Full Mango does get the re-engage, but nothing really comes out of it. But first Web Weaver phase, though, for calculated throw, just didn't really get enough done. Good throw, though. Might cost Full Mango. He gets cleansed. Very good play there by Rhaegar. Now, the scene has the audio out there. It's set to speakers. The in-game audio is set to speakers. I don't know why it's not giving sound. I've done all of those things. It does suck that there's no game sound, though. I agree. That's a pain in the ass. And I couldn't tell you why it is. If I swap over here to draft, yeah, the audio, it's not working. So another Web Weaver face here for Winky Face. And that's a 2-man VP. I think the Riptire did get canceled by the Ring of Frost. So a little bit of luck there for Calculated Throw, but that mine was not. And that's going to cost them. Endless nades are now available. The Brickhouse is going to be able to apply a significant amount of long-term damage into fights like these. Meanwhile, Michaelin's already in the top lane, and Void Slash is available. So he's just going to free push the top lane while the mid lane continues to be pressured. Bottom lane is pushing up free. Old Mango's going to drop the channel. Is actually going to open up onto Scrooty Puff Jr., but he actually tanks through a good portion of it until basically Michaelin gets involved, and then that's the end of it. Zeratul gets the kill. And that is that. Kill 2, kill 3, kill 4. All that's left is Grevin on the Rexar doing his best to stall out the end of the game here, but the writing does seem to be on the wall. And that may very well be the end of the game there, folks. The countdown is nigh. 2-0 victory! Winky face. Camera work was crap today. My sound audio is crap today. Dropping shit. Like, man, I apologize, Winky Face and Calculated Throw, for the complete amateurish production that was put on today. I swear the next one will be better. That's the game for you. Junkrat definitely pulling out the damage numbers there. But Michaelin on the Zeratul was finding the kills everywhere and getting all that spicy soak as well, allowing Chen to rotate in and do a good job on pressuring the weak heroes and everything like that. It's just a textbook game by Winky Face. Calculated Throw played valiantly, but in the end it was not to be. The upset not happening here today. Winky Face will be continuing on into the semifinals. Now, I would like to do an interview. Yeah, I'm not upset at you pointing out that the sound wasn't working. I'm upset that it's not working. It's frustrating that a lot of this stuff isn't doing what it's supposed to be doing. You know what? I think I know what the problem was. I think I know. I do. I figured it out, folks. Of course. Alrighty, let's switch to the interview page. There we go. Hold on a second. It's a dark one, Mr. Grinch. Really spooky here. Hello, Brickhouse. Welcome to the stream, sir.
Thank you. Glad to be here.
Thank you very much. I've also brought someone else with me as well.
Oh, the fabled Michaelin. Welcome, my friend. Long time no see.
Thank you. Glad to be here.
So, not much to say. I guess this is more of the expected result. Though Calculated Throw did play valiantly and tried to put it to you guys, but it just wasn't meant to be. How you feeling after that?
Feeling good. It was a good team win. Very proud of how everyone played. And Mandu got handed a Calculated Throw. They definitely played a good game. They were prepared for us. You could tell by both their draft and their play.
Yeah, it was interesting. Just in draft, in the first game, they banned the white main, and then you guys banned the Stukov, and then let the white main through. What was up with that third ban? I was just kind of curious.
So we were on Tomb. Stugov's more wave clear than white main, and Tomb, you could just never fight, just run around, do stuff, take camps. And Whitemane's a good like team fight character. So on Volskaya, we had to fight over the control point a lot. So Whitemane's good there, but not as good as in like a map like Tomb. So like that was pretty simple healing outplay, I guess.
Yeah, just it's good to hear the insight on why you pick one hero over the other, and if it's as simple as this one's better on this map, this one's better on this map, we know they play both, remove them. Yeah, seems like a sound strategy to me. Game number 1, things got a little scary for a moment there on when you guys won the objective but went for that aggressive play on the camp. What was with the call? Were you guys certain about it, or did it just go sideways on you without you quite knowing when and where it happened?
Well, I think when we did that, it's really, you have to react quickly to opportunities, and yeah, maybe it didn't go exactly as we thought, but I think we need to just, when we make a call, pursue it aggressively and do the best we can. So yeah, they don't always work out. You see those when they don't, but when they do, hey, it looks great. So it's really about who's going to make the play, whether it's you or them. And in that case, that wasn't the play we really wanted.
Especially since like you guys got the protector and then went for it like at the same time. It's kind of one of those what do we do? We're kind of committed over here, but I want to get in the protector, but let's see if we can get this fight here. And it's just kind of like but you recovered pretty quickly. The Maiev was an impactful pick throughout the game. And found lots of good tethers right into those wardens cages, and a lot of those onto really low mobility heroes like Stukov.
Yeah, I feel like I played Maiev well, but a big shout out to my boy Zhao. Those nanos on me, they were so good, so clean. As soon as I went in, nano on me every time, and it really helped me get that first Stukov kill.
For sure. So it kind of went the way you guys wanted to. Game number 2, they didn't ban Maiev, but you went for the Zeratul because they didn't ban that. Was Zeratul always the preferred pick, or would it just happen to kind of work out where you got the Maiev you wanted on game 1 and then you got the Zeratul you wanted on game 2?
It depends on the draft, depends on the map, depends on what we're playing for. I mean, I think they're both good heroes that can do a lot of things well, and they both can really do similar things. So it boils down to synergy and matchup, and then what we want to get out of the map.
I mean, you know, the macro advantages in both games was really kind of what put you guys ahead and kind of maintained that. Albeit a couple mistakes on some pick rotations or whatever the case is might have set back a few moments, but for the most part, you know, even in the early stages, you guys were finding those macro advantages. And I think in game number 2, it was very stated, you know, if you saw the pickoff, you went for the pickoff, but for the most part, Zeratul was just clearing waves and killing camps for what looked like the first 10 minutes of the game. We didn't even get web weavers until 9 minutes in.
I mean, what does that meme say? It's not much, but it's honest work. That's kind of the approach that we take.
And, I mean, Zera's kind of useless until level 16. So the faster you get there, faster, like, Zeratul becomes a real hero.
How Rich would say 20. It's really when it comes online. But
we didn't make it to 20, so.
Yeah, but that's exactly it. If you leverage those macro advantages, you don't have to team fight. And that's a good takeaway from this matchup. Anyways, I don't really have a lot more to talk about. They're both very effective, clean games. Looking forward, first of all, we haven't seen the other C East matchup on your guys' side of the bracket yet, have we?
We're against Boog and Squad.
Right, so Duratan's couch lost, to my dismay. Rip my bracket. So it will be Boog and Squad that you're going up against. Feeling confident into that matchup?
Wait, quick question for you.
Wait, go ahead.
Does your bracket have us winning?
Yeah.
All right, well, there you go. Your bracket can't be too bad.
I had you facing Durtan's couch, but
I mean,
You still won.
You're still predicting that we win, so that's all that matters.
But I thought Durtan's couch could at least take a map off you guys. I don't know. We'll see.
Oof.
But Boogan Squad is it? Are you? And so you're just saying, no, just follow my bracket. It's obviously correct.
Yep.
All right.
Basically. Yeah, I mean,
leave the analysis to the analyst.
There you go.
Yeah, I mean, they were the only team to actually beat us in regular season, so they're definitely scary. But again, Zhao played like crap that game. It's his fault. Yeah. Honestly, if we bring in our sub instead of him, we have 2-0 easy. My prediction.
There you go. All right. Some inner team flame there for you guys. Anyways, go ahead with the shoutouts.
I just want to say a thank you to the whole team. Thank you very much for all your hard work. Full Mango, Michael, and Jenzors, Zhao, you guys are all a real pleasure to play with, and I know it can be difficult at times reviewing the plays that didn't go well. So thank you for your mental fortitude and all the time that you put in. And shout out, obviously, to Ziltoid for casting us and for all of NGS for existing, because it's wonderful.
Those are some pretty wholesome shout outs, everybody. Well, thank you so much, you two, for coming in here and chatting with me. Looking forward to more games.
Thank you very much. Have a good night.
Too. Alrighty, folks, that's going to be it for me. Thank you for showing up and watching the stream. I'm so happy nothing crashed today. I'm pretty sure it had everything to do with the hosts. So anyways, my shout outs, you can catch me on LD Ziltoid. I do a bit of my own streaming as well as casting, of course. And then, of course, I have my YouTube channel, which is where I upload all of these games. Please do visit it. Hit the subscribe button. It's very much appreciated. And if you're feeling extra generous here, follow me if you have not already. Please do. I appreciate it. And then on top of that, of course, any subs, which we had one today from MBot1, which I totally appreciate. Biddies, which we had from a cheer from Hannibal at 100. And then the tip jar at the bottom, too, as well, is very much appreciated. Yeah, hopefully I can catch another cast here, keep the playoff runs going, and I thank you for everyone being here. I hope you enjoy the replays if that's what you're going to watch because you were playing in the match today, or otherwise, and we'll see you all on the other side. Have a great night.